Hi Famous here. Today I'm gonna show you my casual plasma caster build. And I really love this build and I enjoy this build when I just play 76 casually. So why plasma caster? Because plasma caster has huge base damage which is excellent for critical builds. And then it has really low ammo usage and the maintenance cost is relatively inexpensive. And the best thing for this weapon is that you only need 1 star, really. The one that I use for boss killing is this one, anti-armor, and the second star is just passing damage. And because I have 33 luck, the third star doesn't matter that much. But if you run full health build or non-unyielding builds, this is nice. But in my case, it's basically 1 star weapon. And actually, I have the second one for my daily driver. It's the Blooded Plasma Caster. It has the 50% fatigue chance, and it's really strong for non-boss enemies. But I've tested both for Colossus, and I chose this anti-armor one. It is like 200 more damage. It's like 20% more damage total. And since this build doesn't use power armor, so I prefer to use anti-armor overall, because the only armor penetration perk for heavy weapons are just this, and it requires you to use power armor to ignore 45% of armor. So without using power armor, I'm missing out like 45% armor penetration, and that's huge. And I want armor penetration for boss fight. So yeah, that's why I choose anti-armor. But for daily driver, I will use everything I can get. Like even if it's just like zealots, nocturnal, I will just use that. This weapon is awesome. So with this build, I run about like 38% HP instead of 20%. The reason is that I want some survivability, because with this weapon we cannot sneak that well. I guess this weapon is really loud, just like any other plasma weapons. So yeah, I just bought like 38%. And another reason is that so I can still reach 33 luck, so I can crit for every other shot. But in order to get to the 33 luck, you need some sacrifices. I will show you my special points. Here are my special points. And if you look at my luck right here, I have 14 luck. And then here in legendary perks, I also have my luck maxed out. So it's like 19. I have 19 base luck. And then other than that, I have also the herd mentality. I have 2 more. I have 21 luck. And then 1 more luck is from the under armor, the raider under armor. It provides 1 more luck. And my chest piece has +1 luck as well. And the final one is from the full set of unyielding armors. So it's reached 33 luck. On public server with strange in numbers, which also increase the effect of the herd mentality, I can reach about 34 luck, which is unnecessary because we only need 33. So yeah, it's up to you if you want to reduce your luck points to 13 instead of 14. But because I sometimes play solo, so yeah, I just put it in 34 on public server and 33 on private server. That's fine. It's fine for me to sacrifice just 1 point. So these are my perks. Basically, I have all the heavy gunners perk. I have lock and load so I can reload faster. I have maxed out concentrated fire so I can get better accuracy, because basically it's a sniping build. And I have rejuvenated for faster AP refresh. I have tenderizer for more multiplicative 10% damage. It's really awesome. And this one on public server, I will just use a inspirational for more XP and strange in number, so I can enhance my mutation effect instead of lone wanderer. And here I have gunsmith. You can use level 5 gunsmith. You really don't need this actually. So you can use gunsmith rank 5 to further optimize the maintenance cost. And then here is I have Action Boy, so I can have my AP points regenerated faster. And basically this build revolves around AP regeneration because the AP cost of plasma weapons are generally really high and costly and expensive. So yeah, you want AP refresh as high as you can achieve. And I have adrenaline maxed out, but this one is also not necessary. You can replace it with this with the other cards. This one I don't have Joji, but if you feel like you kind of squishy, I will replace this with Doji and just use second star adrenaline like this. And then this in this slug, I guess the most important cards are these battle criticals. It is now just whooping 100% damage instead of just 40%. It's a really cool card to have. And also critical savvy, so I can crit for every other shot. And I've just shown you the legendary cards. It's basically just 5 legendary cards and then one taking one for the team, which is doesn't work on solo situation, but it's really good at public server. So yeah, I will just keep it there. And I don't use follow through. I usually use follow through on every other build, but this time I don't because yeah, after I tested several times, I guess because I just kill enemies one or two shot, follow through doesn't really matter that much in this build. So yeah, I just leave taking one for the team and put all the rest the legendary special cards. That's it. As for the weapon mods, I guess what you really want is this calibrated capacitor. It gains a huge buff after the change of the critical damage multiplier. The critical damage multiplier calculation to additive. This game is so stupidly complex. It's like critical multiplication, but it's additive, but it's multiply. What the hell? And then the second mod, what you need is this aligned sniper because it does like increase the distance like really impressive. It's like almost twice the distance. And I don't use any sight because it's just fine this way. I'm not sure if there are another sites as well. So yeah, I just need to change this one. As for armor mods or the legendary mods, I have all 5 pieces of unyielding armors and 3 of them being unyielding AP refresh. One is unyielding plus 1 luck and the other one is unyielding plus 25 poison resistance. I guess about 3 or 2 pieces of AP refresh unyielding is enough. Going like 4 or 5 is kinda overkill. It just doesn't worth the time for you to grind out. But if you want to get it, just get it. So yeah, I guess just two pieces of AP refresh are good enough. And for the mod itself, I think ultralight is better because weighted is for melee build actually. And it shouldn't be shadowed because this build doesn't have any sneak capabilities. So you would want the polymer for scout armor that increases the damage resistance instead of shadowed. The third one should be ultralight so it can reduce the weight and also increase your AP. So as you can see here, I have more AP. And for the secret service armor, you want butt rest. I'm not sure how I supposed to pronounce this. This is butt rest. And then the third star is ultra light. Same one because it gives you more AP. I should have changed this after this. I totally forgot about this. And this like it's a perfect mod. Butt rest and ultra light. And this chest piece, if you feel like you're dying a lot because of the fire damage on Colossus, I suggest to use asbestos lining. It completely immune to being set on fire. Includes the fire damage from our fights. So it's really good. Otherwise, if you just want to have fun, or you have another spare of unyielding +1 luck piece of your chest piece, you can use jetpack. It's really fun to use. And the final one is also the same. It's butt rest. Should be butt rest. I will change it right now. Third star is ultra light. Yeah. Yep, that's it. For the mutations, please ignore these two mutations. It's just because I'm really lazy to remove it. And these two are just for the melee builds because I was previously played melee builds. It reduces your gun accuracy and also it reduces the agility for your AP. So yeah, please just ignore these two, pretend it doesn't really exist there. And what you really want to have are adrenal reactions, so you gain more damage. And I'm not sure how much you get from like 38% HP. I guess at maximum it provides like 50%, so it's about maybe 30% bonus damage for adrenal reaction, which is really cool to have. And then blood bones for more agility. And chameleon here, it's unnecessary, but just by being there, it provides you like passive sneak bonus without giving you any negative effect. So yeah, it's just nice to have here. So I just keep it there. And the fourth one is, I think this is the best one here. Is increase your critical damage multiplier by 50%. And remember, it's additive, no more multiplicative. And also herbivore, so I can gain more bonus from my blight soup. And herd mentality, so I can reach the 33 luck. I need this +2 bonus or +3 when in group. I mean in public server, sorry. Marsupial for just having fun and more carry weight. Speedymon, so I can reload faster because heavy guns in general reload really slow. And we want to move around faster, especially in boss fight to avoid Wendigos because we cannot sneak. So yeah, Speedymon is awesome for that. And for the buffs, mainly I use these 4 buffs, but if you really lazy to run any buffs, I still recommend to use Blood Soup. Blood Soup is really easy to farm. What you want to do is just here, fast travel here to this Blood Eagles icon. The sludge works. Here I will show you. Just after fast travel here, right in front of us, there are like 3 batch of Blood Soup. There, there, and like along this way you can see blight soup. I mean blight mushroom, not the soup, sorry. Hasn't been cooked yet. So yeah, blights. Yeah, blights is really easy. Just remember this place. This blood eagle icons and just around here. And it gives you whooping 100% bonus damage. It's 50% here, but with herbivore it's 100%. So let's just consume that. Here, plus 100%, and it becomes like 125% on public server thanks to strange in numbers perks. And the second buff that I would use is just consume because we need more AP regen, but if we have time to farm, yeah, I will just use community. It gives you like 20 AP regen instead of 6. It's like three times faster. And you could also play music on your camp to gain the well tune. So it basically it revolves around AP refresh. You want to get AP refresh as high as you can. But that's it. The other two, I use them because they are easy to gather. They are plantable at your camp. But these two are not necessary. It's just basically increase my AP so I can maybe shoot like 2 more bullets than if I don't use that. Let me see. Probably just like one more shots or just 2 shots if I have the 25% less fats cost. Yep, pretty much that's it. So these two are not really that a big deal. But Blood Soup, I guess I really recommend this one on every fast critical build, especially. To validate this build, I will test it on Milo Queen, try to kill her as fast as I can. Looks like I killed whole Milo family here. Lastly, I will test it on Ur. And on this test, I will use the magazine buff that I usually don't use it at public server or daily basis situation. But for your time, I don't want to waste your time, so I will just put this magazine buff to increase my damage and to kill her faster and show the build true potential as well, I guess. Here I will use liquid courage and overdrive to increase my critical damage. Okay, just walk to her and start shooting. 1400, 1300. That's awesome. And I'm doing this solo without any strange in number effect. Usually I deal about like 1200 damage with the anti-armor and 1000 damage with the blooded version. I guess thanks to the magazine effect, now I deal about like 1300. As you can see here, the magazine effect is not as significant as it was before, thanks to the multiplicative to additive effect. Whoops, the Wendigos are going crazy here. But I think I do a pretty good job right now. Just avoid things. I currently don't run dodgy, so I still prone to death, and I'm dead. Just it. I just jinxed myself. God damn it. Okay, that's alright. Please don't regenerate, Mr. O. Let me run this way, and then... Okay, looks like he doesn't regenerate. That's good. It's time to kill R. Mr. R. Where is he? There you go. It should be fine as long as I be careful. That's what I was talking about. I probably should have put my dodgy instead of go full ham on rank 5 adrenaline, but it is what it is. So yeah. Oops, I'm gonna die. I also don't have asbestos lining on me, so the fire's also dangerous. Okay, I got him. Radios are everywhere. And that's one of the weaknesses of this weapon. It's still practically slow despite its fast fire rate. So yeah, against these multiple enemies, unlike the plasma flamer, it's I have to take them like slowly one by one, or use any other weapons, just like I was using these plasma grenades. Lastly, a tip for me: if you want to farm your ammo instead of crafting plasma cartridge, just go to daily ops. Oops, why am I keep opening the perk screen? So yeah, just go to the daily ops, especially if it's uplane. It's a great method to farm plasma cartridge for this weapon, because basically you just one or two shots all the enemies and you gain like 14, 15, 10 plasma cartridges each enemy. So I want to tell you, like, I started at about 600 plasma cartridge. It's like few days ago, and it grows 3,000, grows to 3,332 right now. And I've been killing Earl. I don't even like I didn't even craft any plasma cartridges. So yeah, that's pretty much. I think I covered everything for this weapon. Thanks for watching and have a good day.